Hi there, welcome to another one of our astrology yoga videos. Today's yoga class is inspired by the Pisces zodiac sign. So what that means for today's class is that we're going to spend 30 minutes practicing our forward folds, which is going to help us draw within and focus on ourselves, which is something that Pisces can a lot of times be sensitive to all the things around it, so drawing back into ourselves should feel really nice and yummy. We're also going to spend the class today holding our poses for a bit longer, so this will be a yin yoga class. And in each of the poses, we're going to be focusing on doing an exercise with our imagination, focusing on really directing our thoughts and our mind into a nice place. The sign of Pisces can a lot of times be withdrawn into their mind and using this as a way to escape reality. But we're going to focus today, we're going to harness the power of the imagination and beautiful mind that comes naturally to Pisces. But instead, we're just going to make sure that we direct it towards something that's more grounded. That's enough talking for today. Go ahead and find a comfortable place for today's class and let's get started. We're going to start today's yoga class in a child's pose. Untuck your toes, sit your hips back on top of your feet and go ahead and fold over the front of your body. Let your forehead touch the mat. Your hands can come in line with your head. You can extend them up in front of you, palms facing down. Or you can also extend them behind you, next to your feet, this time with the palms facing up. Allow your shoulders to sink down. Imagine that there's a huge weight on top of your hips and it's slowly pulling them down. For our first imagination exercise, we'll stay in child's pose, but we'll start to imagine all of the things on top of our mind as books. Books that are floating around us. One for what we're going to eat tonight. Another for that argument from work. And a third one for deciding where to go on holiday this year. Continue going through the list of topics on your mind right now. See them floating around you. And just imagine them in their whole story. And everything around that topic becoming into its own little book. And once you have all of these books floating around you, start to build a bookshelf behind you. Putting together the structure and the shelves. And once that bookshelf is built, go ahead and start putting each book one by one neatly on the shelf. Eventually, all books will be on the shelf, and there should be nothing, no worries hanging in your thoughts around you. Knowing that that bookshelf is behind you, start to place your palms onto the floor next to your shoulders. Peel your forehead off of the ground and lift your torso back up. Go ahead and lift your hips on top of your knees. Move slowly here. Hands underneath the shoulders. Pick up the right hand and thread it underneath the left shoulder, letting the right shoulder rest on the mat. The side of your head on the mat. And just close your eyes here. Bring up in your mind the first activity that you need to do after this yoga class. Notice how you feel when you think about it. What emotions come up? And go ahead and see yourself doing this activity. Not just doing the activity, but make it in such a way that you enjoy it. That the activity ends up being just the way you want it to be. Fun, easy, peaceful. Go ahead and put your left palm into the ground, push into it, and lift your right shoulder up. Place the right hand onto the mat. Let's go ahead on the other side. This time, left hand goes through the right arm, left shoulder on the mat, and use that right hand to support you. Close your eyes. Now bring up in your mind's eye an activity that you need to do tomorrow morning. Notice again what sort of emotions come up when you think about it. And now imagine. Walk through your mind. You doing this activity. Enjoying it. Try to see if you can focus on the little details. On all the things that make you happy. Whether it's doing laundry, going to work, maybe making breakfast. Really see yourself there. Place your right palm on the ground, push into it, lift your left shoulder off of the mat. Both hands come to the mat. We're gonna go ahead and lower our whole front body on the mat. Make sure you have enough space on both sides. Lift yourself up on your forearms. We're going to have our palms up. And this time we're going to thread both of our hands over. So right hand over to the left and left over to the right. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. And if it feels comfortable, rest your head on the mat. In this pose, you should feel the stretch in the back of your body, the back of your back. Begin to gently lift your forehead off the ground and slowly wiggle one arm out, followed by the other. Go ahead and come back onto your hands and knees. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Go ahead and bring the right knee towards the arm And rotate the shin so that it's parallel to the mat. And the foot is pointing towards the left side. You're going to feel the stretch on the outsides of your right hip. If this is already intense enough for you, stay here. But I would highly encourage you, if you can, to draw within again by folding forwards, either on your forearms or completely on your forehead. And close your eyes here. Go ahead now and walk to the bookshelf behind you and pick up one of the books. Open it up and see inside which book you have chosen. Start to live out that event, that situation in your imagination. And this time, live it out in a way that's beautiful, in a way that's peaceful, warm, happy. See if in your imagination you can turn this activity into something peaceful, something easy. Gently begin to draw up, placing one palm on the mat, followed by the next. Bring your hips up and shift your right knee next to the left. Do the other side now, bringing your left knee up, left foot out towards the right. Giving yourself some more space here in the hips if you need. Untuck the back toe and go ahead and fold forward. Bow your head, close your eyes. Go back to the bookshelf now. Putting the previous book back and pick up another. Blow the dust off of the book, and as you open it up, take a look at which book you have chosen. Use your powerful imagination to place yourself there, to walk yourself through that story in the way that you want it to go, in the way that you want it to play out. Begin to lift your head up. Plant your hands on the mat. And this time just rest on your left hip and allow your right foot to come forward. Keep the left leg folded. The right foot comes on the mat on the outside of the left knee. Right hand behind you. Straighten your spine and use that left hand to wrap around your right knee. Open up your chest towards the left side of the mat. And if it feels comfortable, look behind you. Pull your shoulders away from your ears here. Gently begin to face forward. Lean back as you put both feet on the mat. Fold through your right knee, and this time place the left foot on the outside of the right leg. Left hand comes behind you, right hand wraps around the left knee. Go ahead and twist open to the right side of the mat. Gently begin to unravel and look forward. Unhook the legs and extend them straight in front of you. Next to each other, toes are pointing up. Go ahead and fold over your legs as far as feels comfortable. Allow your whole back body to curve. Tuck your chin. Feel that whole yummy stretch through your back. And go back to the bookshelf now. And start to see how every book is slowly coming up off of the shelves and beginning to float its way back all around you to where we first started today's class. And as these books take shape, as your real life starts to take shape around you again, notice if you feel more confident, more excited, more ready. For taking on all of the challenges that will be coming your way. Look around you and
See if you can find the feeling of confidence, the feeling of strength, to deal with all of those books in whichever way you desire. Gently begin to push into your hands and very slowly roll all the way back up.
Keep going until you lie all the way down on your back. We'll do a short savasana here before closing off the class. Allow yourself to relax completely into your mat. And see if just for a second you can let all thoughts go and just focus on your breath. Begin to move through your fingers and toes, your wrists and ankles. Maybe even stretching your arms above you. Roll over to one side of the body. Taking this moment as one of many moments where you get to draw within. Remember that as you go throughout the day, you can create as many of these moments as you need to. Using them and your imagination to empower yourself for all that is about to come your way. Gently push into the top hand and rise up to a seat. Amazing. Thank you for joining me for today's astrology yoga class. I really hope you enjoyed that one. A little bit different than other of the astrology yoga classes because we focused quite a bit on our internal landscape. And if you did not know, actually, yoga was used as a way to get a lot of the energy out of the body so that the practitioner, the person, could sit for long periods in meditation. So yoga was actually used as a practice to quiet down the body for long periods of meditation. I think the mind is one of our strongest features, one of the strongest and most influential areas of our life. So whether you're Pisces or not, I highly encourage you, whether doing this yoga flow or any other activity in your day-to-day life, to really see if you can be intentional and disciplined with your thoughts, with what you think about, with your perspective on things. And use your thoughts to help create a beautiful world instead of to escape from perhaps the less desired realities of the life you're living. Again, thank you for joining me for today's class. If you're looking for any of the other astrology yoga videos, I will link them right here. I hope to see you again soon.